We're back with this 2014 Holden Maloo. This belongs to Luke Mason. He's the engineer for Team Penske. Joseph Newgarden, winner of the 2023 Indy 500. We got the after here, and the after is awesome. We did a red hot cam from Brian Tooley Racing, Speed Engineering long tubes, VCM cold air intake, and that's it. You know, it's got the speed
small converter. Did you say?
Yeah, we did do a Circle D triple disc. He's going to do a LSA supercharger in the future. So just to get ready for that, they didn't affect power at all, but we did take the heads off. We went LS9 head gaskets, ARP head studs. We put a new set of LS7 lifters in it. And we also did a ATI super damper, the LSA damper, and pinned it. So whether he goes with an LSA or whether he goes with a Pro Charger, he's leaning toward an LSA, but this damper will work with our spacer and blower ring for the Pro Chargers, or to work with the LSA, and it's already pinned. So he's ready for boost. But man, this thing really woke up. It was a blast to work on too.
Yeah, this one has the factory SS style mufflers in the back, correct? These are vacuum.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know what they are. They're Holden, I guess, right? They're vacuum actuated, and there's a solenoid at the back. It pulled vacuum off of the accessory port on the back of the intake, like some of the Corvettes do. And it had a vacuum actuated mode. I guess. Because
over here we either got no bimodal or they were controlled electronically,
right? And so these were vacuum. We unhooked that, so they're open all the time. He's got a set of SS mufflers, and he's going to tackle that later on. He's going to do some custom exhaust from the Speed Engineering X back.
Add a switch inside.
Yeah, because this was the muffler connection on this car is a 2-bolt flange, similar to the G8s, the VEs.
Oh.
And the VFs or SSs had the ball flange, which this doesn't have. So he's got a set of mufflers and a controller. He's going to integrate that. He's going to handle that on his own a little bit later on. But for now, man, that red hot cam got some power out of this thing.
Yeah, we started on this one about 350, 360, of course, about where they are, which I thought it was going to be a little higher, but speaking of that, we might have a reason why it wasn't high when we first started.
Yeah, and Chris will post a picture up in the video.
Yeah, I'll screenshot it in here.
Yeah, it had a broken valve spring, a broken intake valve spring. Didn't really show any signs or symptoms. It did not have a misfire. We ran it on the dyno several runs. Chris tuned on the stock tune a couple times just to kind of get it dialed in a little better. Man, it was We're
bad. Lucky. We're lucky nothing happened because it could have been very bad. But everything that ends well was well, worked out great. Pull up these numbers, man. Like I said, these are all, of course, you know, as we always do, SAE numbers. They're not standard. Today's a decent day. It's only 54 degrees.
It made 441. We can round that up, right?
Yep. Anything over 0.5 is roundable. And so you got 441.
And it came in looking like that.
Yep. Yeah, that's how lean it was factory, by the way.
Yeah, crazy, right? 13.7.
Yeah, and it picked up about 3-4 horsepower going from the 12.5 to 12.7.
Look at that.
Timon didn't care about it as much.
Yeah.
But it did make a big difference leaning it out a little bit.
Look at that number at 6,300 RPM. It's 100 horsepower.
Yep, it's exactly 100 up. So that's a very good gain up top. And especially if this car will be shifting at 66, 6,700 now. Let's see that. The graph's much smoother. And like we always talk, it gained everywhere and never lost any power. So that's good.
Yeah.
We're overall probably going to be, I'm sure we'll be handling the blower later, hopefully.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I think Luke's been great to work with, man. It's fun. Luke he's a native Australian, so let's do a conversion here in case he shows us to any of the locals.
So he's actually from Australia, correct?
He is, okay. Yeah. So we're gonna move this to Newton meters and kilowatts.
Oh.
And for our Australian friends and those across the pond, 328.7 kilowatts with 571 Newton meters.
Okay, you learn something new every day.
Whatever that means.
Let's see,
what
factory.
340 kilowatts at the motor.
And 570.
So we killed the torque, yeah.
So yeah, we're actually making now, at the wheels, what it was making supposedly out of the motor. But yeah, the gains are always great on these, so we're happy with that. Hopefully we'll be able to do some more tuning on this thing when we get the blower set on. I'm excited to do that.
Sounds like our next tune is here.
It does. So yeah, we're gonna get that done. We got, of course, somebody else coming in. We got a Mustang and a Chevelle we're doing. I think it's got a big block. And that one and the Mustang just has some codes and stuff. But anyways, Dusty did really cinematic with me. Got some good videos here of the dyno pools.
We got to keep everybody interested.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to put those in there. I always will put the graph in there. That graph is beautiful, and the redhot is a great cam because it just keeps making power. And we always talk about it, but look, it's 6,700. You're only down what?
20
horsepower from the
18,
peak.
yeah.
So it's always good to have the cam that is just hold the power like that. So anyways, we appreciate it again like always. Thanks everybody for the support, and we'll be back soon.
See ya.